So, so today we are going to discuss about plant kingdom. Plant kingdom has 5 topics. So today she is going to explain about each and every topic in detail.
So in last class we saw about Monera, Protista, fungi and Plantae Animalia. So this Plantae comes under a separate chapter as plant kingdom.
So that Plantae is separate chapter here, plant kingdom. Okay.
So here plant kingdom is divided into 5 topics: algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms.
Okay.
So how they have classified these 5 topics? Using external and internal features of plants, flowers and everything. Internal features like ultrastructure, anatomy, embryology and phytochemistry.
So that is internal features of a plant. So
Yes.
what are all the external features?
External features are like how the plant is growing, how it is reproducing vegetatively and sexually, the means of reproduction and everything.
So based on
Both external and
as well as
internal features.
So it is classified into 5 types.
Yes. So in the starting of civilization, they classified this kingdom by this kingdom by artificial means, like only morphologically they classified it. So now they have classified by natural means. Natural classification. This system of classification is known as natural classification system. So this natural classification system was given by 2 scientists, George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker.
Okay. So both 2 scientists classified this.
Yes. Classified, they gave that natural classification system.
Okay.
At present, the classification is done based on phylogenetic classification and numerical taxonomy, cytotaxonomy and chemotaxonomy.
Okay.
So this is the present way of classification. So here phylogenetic classification is that how the plant evolved.
So here 5 classification, you are talking about some other classification where it comes actually?
No, by these they have classified these 5.
Okay.
Plant kingdom into these 5 topics.
Okay.
By the means of this classification.
Okay.
So at present these conditions are taken to classify plants into these 5 topics. So first one is phylogenetic classification. Phylogenetic classification is based on evolutionary relationship of a plant and how this plant is involving with the environment, like that. And then numerical taxonomy. So numerical taxonomy is carried out by computers based on all observable characters of the plant. And cytotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy is based on cytological information like number, structure, number of petals, number of sepals and structure of plants, flowers, leaves, everything and their behavior. So this is cytotaxonomy. And then chemotaxonomy, uses of chemical constituents of the plant to resolve confusions. They take the chemical constitution of the plant. If the plant is producing any natural oil, so like that, what is its use, what is its chemical composition, like that, the plants are classified. So firstly phytological classification and then numerical taxonomy, cytotaxonomy and chemotaxonomy. So these are the present day classifications of plants.
Based on that, they have classified this.
Yes. So now we will see about general features of algae.
Okay.
So here algae are totally autotrophs. They can synthesize their own food and
That is
autotrophs.
Okay.
And these algae are largely aquatic and some are associated with fungi to form lichens that we have seen in the last class itself. So now we are going to see the first character about algae, which is reproduction.
Okay.
So reproduction, there are 3 kinds of reproduction, which is vegetative, asexual and sexual reproduction.
So this is vegetative,
asexual and sexual.
So this is first we are going to see. Okay.
Yes. So vegetative reproduction is through fragmentation.
Okay, what is fragmentation?
Fragmentation is the part of an algae which can grow into a new organism.
So separate.
Separate.
Okay.
So that is vegetative reproduction. And now asexual reproduction is through producing spores.
Okay.
Examples of spores are zoospores.
Okay.
These zoospores
So
are
this is example. Okay.
these zoospores are motile. And now and the next one is sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction is again divided into three.
So this is three. Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Three types: isogamous type and anisogamous,
Okay.
oogamous.
Okay.
So in isogamous, the two that is the male gamete and the female gamete are similar in size. So if the two gametes are motile, the example of motile is Chlamydomonas.
So motile is nothing. What is motile?
Motile is movable.
Movable. Okay.
The gametes can
Movable.
move.
Okay.
And non-motile cannot move.
Cannot move. Okay.
So similar in size and non-motile, both are non-motile means the example of that one is Pyrogera.
So isogamous in sexual, if it is isogamous, then if it is non-motile, then Spirogera is an example of that. Okay.
And in anisogamous, the fertilization between two different gametes, different in size.
Two different gametes.
Which are two different.
One is
small and one is something.
Huh?
Yeah.
Small gametes. Here.
Here isogamous means both are same.
Oh, both
size.
are
same in size.
Same size gametes. Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
So in anisogamous, two different sizes of.
One is big and one is small. Okay.
Two different sizes.
Different sizes.
It can be any size. Size of gametes. The fusion of different size of gametes is anisogamous kind of fertilization. So here the example of anisogamous is some species of Chlamydomonas.
So this is example. Okay.
Some of Chlamydomonas.
Okay.
So and then the third type is oogamous.
Okay.
So here in oogamous, the male gamete is non-motile and large. Female gamete.
So female gamete is large.
Large and non-motile, it cannot move.
Non-motile. Okay.
And then male gamete is small and motile. Small, very small and motile.
Motile. Very small.
Yes.
Male gamete.
Yes.
Okay. This is motile. Motile is movable.
Yes. Okay. So the fertilization of these two types of gametes is known as oogamous.
Okay.
So example of oogamous is Volvox and Fucus.
So this is one and this is one.
Example of algae.
Okay.
So now we have seen about the reproduction of algae. And then these algae are largely photosynthetic because they are autotrophs. They can synthesize their own food.
So it can generate its own food.
Yes. So half of the CO2 fixation in the atmosphere is
entire world.
Half of the CO2 fixation is done by algae.
It gets CO2 and releases oxygen.
And now in algae, Porphyra, Laminaria and Sargassum are among these three algae are among 70 species of algae which are used as food.
Among
70 species of marine algae.
From these?
Yes.
Okay.
Among 70 species of marine algae which is used as food.
So and then food for
organisms. For organisms. And then the algae can produce, some of the algae can produce hydrocolloids. Hydrocolloids are nothing but water holding substances.
Water?
Holding substances.
Holding substances.
Algae can produce them to hold
hydrocolloids. Hydrocolloids is nothing but what algae produces it.
Yes.
Okay. What is it? Is this algae?
Yeah, only brown algae and red algae produces hydrocolloids. So example of brown algae is algin. So these produce hydrocolloids. An example of red algae is carrageen.
So normally algae are normally in green color, right?
There are green, brown and red colors.
So all algae. Three colors available algae. So in that Because
Only
if it is brown and red, how the chlorophyll comes in that?
Chlorophyll pigments change.
Okay. The brown color chlorophyll pigment, or what
No.
you say?
Other chlorophyll pigment which gives its brown color pigment.
So this is brown color and this is red,
Red
color.
color.
This is
Which-
example of this.
Water hydrocolloids. Water holding
Hydrocolloids.
substance.
So only not green, only brown and red.
Brown and red produces hydrocolloids.
So what is exactly hydrocolloid means?
Hydrocolloids is water holding substances.
Water holding substances. It will hold the water or what? How it will be?
Like
So what is the
it is
purpose
largely
of that?
marine.
Hmm?
These algae are largely marine. Only marine can hold water.
Yes, yes. Okay. What is the purpose of that? Whether it cold, how it will be in cup or?
I think it is attached to the soil and cannot move.
Hydrocolloids. Okay, that is in brown and red color. Okay, fine.
So and then agar, which is so this agar is a product
Okay.
which is obtained from Gelidium and Gracilaria.
What is Gelidium and what is Gracilaria?
These two are red algae.
This kind of algae.
Yes.
Okay.
So these two are Gelidium and Gracilaria red algae. So agar is a product of these two algae,
Okay.
and this agar is used to grow microbes.
Okay.
And it is also used in the preparation of ice creams and jellies.
Okay.
So ice creams and jellies are made with agar. And
Even jellies are also in different colors is available, right?
yes,
Then how only red algae gives this?
jellies, first they will be preparing from agar and they will be adding
some
coloring
colours and all.
substances.
Okay.
So then now we are going to chlorella and spirulina. So these two are also algae which are rich in protein and are used as food supplements by space travelers.
So those who are traveling in the space, they used to have
Chlorella and
Chlorella and
spirulina as food supplement. So this is an overall characteristics of algae.
algae. Okay.
So now we will see about the three subtopics in algae. So far we have seen about reproduction, vegetative, asexual, sexual, and in sexual isogamous, anisogamous, oogamous, and then hydrocolloids, and about porphyra, laminary and sargassum, which are 70 marine species, and then agar and chlorella and spirulina. So now we will see about in detail about the three subtopics of algae.
So what is the use of this one? It's a brown
Brown
color. This is the red color algae.
Red color.
Mainly it holds the hydrocolloid.
So now we will see in detail about the first subtopic, which is first subtopic under algae, which is Chlorophyceae. So this Chlorophyceae is altogether also known as green algae.
Okay.
So this these algae are known as green algae.
Okay.
So these are green due to the pigments chlorophyll A and B. So these pigments are present in these algae and therefore they are green in color. And the storage bodies, how they store their food and how they store other substances, for storage purposes they use pyrenoids, substances called pyrenoids, and this is made of protein and starch.
Okay.
And then the cell wall of Chlorophyceae is made of inner cellulose. The inner side of cell wall is made up of cellulose, and the outer side of cell wall is made of pectose. So inner cellulose and outer pectose. And then coming to the reproduction, all the reproduction takes place in Chlorophyceae. So vegetative reproduction is through fragmentation.
So
All the three and everything we discussed about the general characteristics in reproduction. So vegetative by fragmentation, and asexual by zoospores, which are motile, and sexual by anisogamous, isogamous and oogamous.
So that's what we have discussed in the general
Yes.
characteristics of algae.
So here examples of green algae are Chlamydomonas, Volvox, Ulothrix, Spirogyra and Chara. So these are the examples of Chlorophyceae. Chlamydomonas, Volvox, Ulothrix, Spirogyra and Chara. So here already we have seen the examples of all the three types of reproduction, right? In sexual reproduction,
Yes.
isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. So here Volvox is an example of oogamous reproduction.
Okay.
And then here all the three types means not all organisms possess all the three types of sexual reproductions.
Okay.
It is comprised of all the organisms together can possess three types.
Okay.
For example, one can
All three
possess.
types are available in this. actually.
Yes.
So this each and every reproduction, maybe in these five, which are all the reproduction systems they are using here?
Yes, Chlamydomonas can be isogamous and
is
some
isogamous.
and some can be anisogamous.
Okay. Some.
Some are anisogamous.
Okay.
And Volvox is oogamous. And Ulothrix, they have not mentioned about Ulothrix.
Okay.
And Spirogyra is non-motile isogamous. There it is motile. Chlamydomonas motile isogamous.
This is
Motile, and here it is non-motile isogamous. And Chara also they have not mentioned about the sexual reproduction of Chara.
So this is not also
Mentioned.
This is also not mentioned. This is also not mentioned. Okay.
So this is about Chlorophaceae. So they are green due to chlorophyll A and B pigment and storage pyrenoid, cell wall, inner cellulose, outer pectose, and all the three kinds of reproduction
But
are
here
available.
it is all the five having the same cell wall
Yes,
as
yes,
well as
yes.
storage.
Yes, only
This is
reproduction
available,
differences.
only it differs in the reproduction.
So now we'll go to the next topic, which is Phaeophaceae. On Pantia. So now we'll see the second subdivision after Chlorophaceae, which is Phaeophaceae under algae. Phaeophaceae. So Phaeophaceae are altogether known as brown algae. So because of the presence of the pigment,
Previous one, well, that is green algae.
green algae,
This is
brown algae, and in green algae only chlorophyll A and C were present. A and B were present in Chlorophaceae. So here in Phaeophaceae, chlorophyll A and
So
C,
here A and C.
C.
Okay.
carotenoids, xanthophylls and fucoxanthin are the pigments present in Phaeophaceae.
So these are all the pigments. Okay.
Yes, all of these are pigments.
Okay. All these are pigments. Okay.
So these all are present in Phaeophaceae, which gives its color brown.
So because of this, the color is brown.
Brown.
So in previous,
Because of chlorophyll A and B.
what are all the pigments there?
Chlorophyll A and B are pigments.
Chlorophyll A and B are pigments, but here you are mentioning some other.
Carotenoids, xanthophylls and fucoxanthin. These are responsible for the brown color of the algae.
Okay, what is responsible for green color there? That is
Chlorophyll A and
chlorophyll A
B.
and B. So chlorophyll A and B, but here A and C. So okay. But these three responsible for the brown.
Brown color.
Okay.
So here all of these organisms are marine. All of these algae are marine, and some of these are filamentous like structure, example Ectocarpus, and some are profusely branched, example kelps. So these kelps are massively growing organisms which can even grow up to 100 meters. So which are also marine.
Marine.
Yes. So it can reach a height of 100 meters actually. Height of 100 meters.
So if you see, this is the level of sea. This height you are talking about.
Yes.
This height 100 meters. Is it so?
Not under the level of sea or upper the level of sea, they have not mentioned like that, but it is marine and can grow up to a height of 100 meters.
Up to height of 100 meters. So marine maybe not
From-
in the, maybe the bottom of marine.
Maybe the bottom or at the sea, at the top, maybe floating at the sea, at the top of the sea, on the sea.
Will it float there? I think maybe from the bottom of the sea, I assume, from the bottom of the sea, it may have 100 meters height. Might be sometimes, because this 100 meter, I don't think it may float, maybe, but
At the bottom
I
of
think
the
from
sea.
the
Bottom of the sea.
that algae, from the bottom, it may have till up
100
to 100
meters.
meters. Okay.
And the storage organs in this Phaeophaceae are complex carbohydrates, which are made up of complex carbohydrates,
Okay.
which are laminarin and mannitol. These are the storage organs. storage
So
substances.
laminin,
Mannitol,
mannitol.
which are made up of complex carbohydrates.
So this is made up of complex carbohydrates for storage.
So and then the vegetative cells of these algae have a cellulosic cell wall covered by algin.
Mhm.
So already we have discussed that these
So we have
algae,
discussed about the algin.
algin,
Okay.
hydrocolloids.
Okay, yeah, yes.
So these are surrounded by vegetative cells.
Okay. Mhm.
And then these protoplasts of these algae include plastids, vacuole and nucleus.
So plastids,
Vacuole,
vacuole,
nucleus.
nucleus.
And here the structure of these algae are some kind of different from those of Chlorophaceae. So here the structure is there is 4 kinds of structures in these organisms, which is hold fast. Hold fast is a substance which is nothing but to hold the soil, and stalk is nothing but the branch which is coming from the soil, and stip is above the stalk, which holds the frond. Frond is also the other structure in these plants, which holds this frond. These fronds are photosynthetic and contain the pigments.
Okay, okay.
So hold fast to hold the
So
soil.
then it is soil only, from the ground only,
Yeah.
not on the from, because you are talking about soil, no? So it is from the soil. From the soil, can you explain again?
From the soil, hold fast is used to hold the soil,
Okay.
and a stalk which is coming out of them, hold fast, and the stip is the next thing of stalk,
Okay.
and this stip comprises all the frond. It holds all the frond,
Okay.
which are photosynthetic.
Okay. Okay.
So and then the reproduction of these algae are it includes all the 3 reproduction: vegetative, sexual and asexual.
So
Under
three
asexual,
types: vegetative,
sexual and asexual.
Okay.
And under sexual, it also the 3: oogamous, anisogamous and
So all the 3 types
Type.
in sexual. Okay.
Yeah. So here vegetative is by fragmentation, we have already seen, and asexual reproduction. So here these algae have asexual spores which comprises with 2 flagella. 2 flagella, zoospores. In asexual, zoospores. So these zoospores have 2 flagella in it, so which are pear shape, which are pear like. It
So in
has pear
asexual,
like.
they have 2 flagella.
Yes.
Okay.
Which are pear like condition, pear in shape, pear fruit. So it is having that kind of shape, and those 2 flagellas are unequal and laterally attached. So they are unequal in
How would
size.
it be like? Can you draw something over there?
So if this is a spore,
Okay.
so this is one flagella, and this may be the other flagella, which are unequal in size.
Okay. Okay.
So these are zoospores which are motile. And in sexual reproduction, all the 3 kinds it exhibits, that is isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous.
Okay.
So here union of these gametes take place in a structure called oogonium. And these gametes, all the gametes which are sexual, are also pear shaped. So here these also pear shaped.
Okay.
And having 2 laterally attached flagella. So here in sexual also 2 laterally attached flagella.
Okay.
So examples of fucus, ectocarpus, dictyota, laminaria and sargassum. These are the examples of Phaeophaceae.
Anything separately like this, previously we have seen, no? For the reproduction they have separate kind of a thing, like this in the example.
They have not mentioned that fucus is the example of oogamous kind of reproduction. That's it.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
All the rest of the 4 they did not mention anything.
They have not mentioned
Mentioned.
anything for the rest of the 4. Can you explain this reproduction again so that it will be easy for us to remember? this reproduction.
So in reproduction, all the three kinds of reproduction are available: vegetative, asexual, and
vegetative is kind of fragmentation. That's what you
fragmentation.
saw. And asexual.
Asexual is through spores, which are zoospores,
Zoospores. Okay.
and they have a two flagellas in them.
Both asexual as well as
Sexual have two flagella. In asexual, the two flagellas are unequal.
So that's what you said. Okay, unequal. Okay.
And
in sexual, the two flagellas are equal or unequal?
No, they have not mentioned. They have two laterally attached flagella, but whether they are equal or unequal, they have not mentioned.
Not mentioned in sexual. Okay.
So these asexual and asexual, both of the two, in asexual the spores are like pear-like shape, in shape, and sexual the gametes are pear-like shape, pear-shaped.
Pear-shaped again.
The two are pear-shaped.
When? Which were
in asexual the spores are pear-shaped, and in sexual the gametes are pear-shaped.
Oh, here asexual, the asexual.
These spores are pear-shaped, like.
Okay, asexual it is pear-shaped.
Yeah.
Spores
Asexual the spores are pear-shaped.
Here in sexual.
Pear-shaped, yeah. It comes like something like this.
Okay.
Some pear the fruit, the shape of the fruit. And in sexual also the gametes are pear-shaped with attached flagella.
Okay, gametes are pear-shaped.
So this is all about Phaeophyceae. So these are marine. Filamentous, Ectocarpus is an example of filamentous, and kelps, which are profusely branched, reach up to a height of 100 meters from the up to the sea level they reach, and these have pigments chlorophyll A, C, carotenoids, xanthophylls, and fucoxanthins. So these pigments give them a color brown color. So therefore they are called brown algae also. And storage, they use laminarin and mannitol, which are composed of complex carbohydrates. And the vegetative cells are surrounded by cellulosic cell wall, which are covered outside by algin. And protoplasm includes plastids, vacuole, and nucleus. So these structure includes holdfasts which are attached to the soil, and stalk, stip, and the stip contains the frond, which are photosynthetic. Frond is photosynthetic, and reproduction is all the three kinds of reproduction are available here. And sexual and asexual means have two flagella in them, and both are pear-shaped in condition. So next we'll see about Rhodophyceae, the third subdivision under algae. So after Phaeophyceae, now the third subtopic, which is Rhodophyceae. We are going to see about this. So here these algae are also known as red algae, and they have a pigment R-phycoerythrin.
Okay.
So this pigment is responsible for the red color.
So this pigment is responsible for
red color of these algae.
Okay.
And they also have chlorophyll A and D. So these also have chlorophyll A and D, but mainly the red color is due to the pigment of R-phycoerythrin.
Okay. The first type in algae, it has chlorophyll A and B.
Second type has chlorophyll A and C, xanthophylls, carotenoids, and fucoxanthin. And Rhodophyceae have pigments
A and D,
chlorophyll A and D, and R-phycoerythrin, which is responsible for the red color in these algae. So these algae are marine algae, and most of the forms are found in warm region. And these algae can live in greater light regions as well as lower light regions. So the thalli is nothing but the structure, the organism, the structure of that organism are multicellular.
Okay.
And then the food is stored as Floridian starch.
Floridian
Starch.
Okay.
This Floridian starch is, has a structure like amylopectin and glycogen. So this is similar to the structure.
Like this structure. Okay.
So in Chlorophyceae, the food was stored in pyrenoids, and in Phaeophyceae, the food was stored in laminarin or mannitol, and here the food is stored in Floridian starch.
Okay.
So the first one is
First type.
in the first type, the food is stored in pyrenoids.
Pyrenoids. Okay.
And in Phaeophyceae, the food is stored in laminorin or mannitol, and in Rhodophyceae, the food is stored in Floridian starch, which is similar to structure of amylopectin and glycogen.
Okay.
See here, the vegetative reproduction is through
So
fragmentation.
these three are for reproduction.
Yes.
Okay.
So here, vegetative reproduction is through fragmentation,
Okay.
and asexual reproduction is through non-motile spores. So previously, the past two algae, the past two algae were had motile spores, and in Chlorophyceae they were motile, and in Phaeophyceae they are motile spores with two flagella attached to them, and here these are totally non-motile spores in asexual reproduction, and in sexual reproduction also these are non-motile gametes. They are not moving. And the examples of red algae are Polysiphonia, Porphyra, Gelidium and Gracilaria. So here the Gelidium and Gracilaria are used for the production of agar, which is used
So these two used for
agar, and which is used in the agar is used for making ice creams and jellies.
Okay.
So Polysiphonia, Porphyra, Gelidium and Gracilaria. So this is about red algae, which is Rhodophyceae. So so far we have discussed about all the three subtopics about algae. So next we will discuss about bryophytes, which is the next subdivision in plant kingdom, classification in plant kingdom.